Hey YouTube, I'm back. Part two of my story. So we had our son Clarence. Like I said, he was given up for adoption. His name was changed to Nerdo. I'm not too sure on how true this information is, but this is the information that I'm dealt. I'm currently in the process of trying to also locate my youngest. Her name is Nyla. She's born May 17, 2018. A unexpected surprise, but a much needed safety net because I was going through so much. I also was in the process of finding my siblings that because I'm adopted. So during that time, I found my sister. We were, building a relationship. Um, this is a part that also ties into my whole situation because I found out years, like 4 years after me and her started reconnecting, that she had contact with my baby dad. And instead of her coming to me with the information and let me know, she kept quiet on it until I say it's 2023, so at least 3, 4 years ago. It it hurt me because at the time, like I said, a lot was going on, but in the midst of it going on, situations going on, me and her was reconnecting. So I'm thinking I finally got somebody that's going to go, help me go through this situation, be there with me, but didn't turns out that way. And when our me and her relationship ended, well, and I'm not going to say ended because we're always going to be sisters, siblings, but our relationship took a dead end turn because, like I just explained, this thing she just did, it hurt me so bad because she was one of the people I trusted the most. I don't have a lot of family that's currently helping me with this. I don't have a lot of support, so I'm trying to put up my story out on most. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put my story up on a lot of platforms so people I can gather support because right now I don't have a lot of support. I don't know what my next move is going to be. I don't trust DHS. I tried that. That was my first move, but they didn't really care. So now I'm to the point where I'm trying to get support in any way that I can garner. And anyway, back to my story. I'm sorry. It's just real emotional for me because I've been dealing with this for so long on my own. I can't even fathom how much more longer this is going to be. But again, me and her reconnected, started having a relationship. She did what she did. I moved on. After that, I wound up again having my youngest, which is her name is Nyla. She's 5. Trying to locate her. Her dad wound up doing the same thing. Watch me go through this and turn around and do the same thing. Snatched her, and I have full custody of her. That's the only difference. I have full custody of my youngest. He's currently trying to go for support against me when he has no reason to. First of all, you're not legally her dad. You're not even her birth certificate, for one. Two, how can you ask for support with a child you kidnapped? That don't make no sense. I'm working on that. It's so many different avenues I'm trying to go into, but I don't have a lot of support. So that's why I said, let me make a YouTube page explaining everything. Once I had my youngest, I was living up in West Oak Lane for a while, still going through a lot of things with people, folks that were around me in my area, but I tried not to let that get to me. During this whole entire situations, I've been trying to do nothing but better myself. I've been trying to make do with the, the little things that I have. I may not have much, but I have my spirit, I have my strength. Those are the things that's getting me through the situation. I have my bad days, I have my sad days. Like Mother's Day was sad for me because I'm not used to being without my kids, but because how these men that I chose to lay with and turned into my baby fathers decided to make this situation. Instead of them talking things through, wanting to co-parent, they decided just to take the kids like that was going to solve anything. Yeah, you hurting me, but in the end, you hurting the kids. I want them to know if they ever watch this that I love them. I never stopped loving them. I never stopped caring about them. This entire time I've been searching, looking. I've been to different places to get legal help. I got turned away by a few. I'm still trying to find legal help. I'm doing all that I can as a mom to find my children, but I can't do this alone anymore. I thought I would have a lot more support than I do, but it's fine and dandy. I put the situation in God's hands. I'm trying at this current moment, like working on myself because I also have mental health I'm dealing with. I'm not just out here living my best life. I'm dealing with my own mental health issues. I'm dealing with my situations as best as I can. I'm going to therapy. I'm seeking help. I'm not out here just living life up without my kids. I'm out here suffering. Nightmares every day, nightmares every night. This morning I found myself crying unexpected tears, feeling so sad because I'm not used to going through this and I'm not used to being without my kids for this long period of time. People may say what they want to say, but only God can judge me. He knows my heart. He knows what's in my heart. He knows what type of mother I am since day one. Like I said, instead of them talking to me and us working it out, you want to take my children. So now I'm going to put everything out there. I will be posting pictures. I will be posting all kinds of things so that way everybody can get the scope of the situation because I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to lie. Like I said, we are not perfect. I'm not perfect. I know their fathers aren't perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm not that bad of a person if you lay down and had kids with me. And it's a lot surrounding the details. I'm going to try to get back into it. So, during the time period of me and my first baby dad was together, I suffered physical abuse, mental abuse, mental, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, not only from him, his mother, his new girlfriend, um, every which way you can count. And I stood through that for 10 years, just about 10 years. We were almost together. And once I split from him, I finally felt that freedom I was looking for. Like I didn't have to deal with that bullshit. But then I started seeing bullshit when I was trying to co-parent with them. He asked me to move back in. I didn't want to, but I had to think about it because I'm like, my kids are here. He like, my mom don't not a good wasn't a good person to leave him around. So if you know she's not a good person to leave him around, why are you even asking her to babysit? So I moved back. I was happy for a minute. I'm like, okay, maybe things could be a little bit better now that I'm here to make sure that the kids is good. It just went downhill. He wound up putting me and the kids out together. I asked him, I went to the shelter, got placed, me and the kids in the shelter for a good minute of time. Called him one night because I forgot our son, my son, I keep calling him his son, but he don't think it's his son. My son lost his shoes, so I called him and said, can you bring me a pair of shoes so he'll have something to put on his feet in the morning? Because they're going to make us get up and I have to leave out of here at 9 o'clock. Oh, no, I can't come up there. Okay. Dropped him. Got a family. I don't know. I forgot. I think I got a pair of sneakers from the place. Yeah. So I got out there. He was like, I want to pick him up. I'm like, all right, you can spend time with him as long as you bring him back to me because I got to be back down here by 5. Picked him up. Spent time with him. So I just chilled with at the time with I think I wasn't even in a relationship. Yeah, I don't think I was. So I chilled, called me and said, all right, I'm bringing the kids back. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. That's when I wound up actually meeting the girl, his girlfriend he had at the time, because I didn't even know he was in another relationship. So I met her face to face. I don't really care about it. All I cared about was as long as my kids is happy, as long as our kids happy. At first, I was angry at her because you're disrespecting me by disrespecting my kids. And I kept warning her, like, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. I laid down with this man and had his kids. You had nothing to do with that. So whatever we say talking about the kids, you have no say so in. That was my biggest issue with her. Mind you, I'm not a mean spirited person. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad mother. But at the end of the day, my world revolves around my kids, and I didn't have kids with you. I had kids with him. But stay tuned for part 3. More and more in depth. All right.